story from the project. Innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 76. At the end of this video, I got a nice surprise for y'all. If you've been following along with me trying to gain 3% daily, I'm going to tell you exactly where we're going to end up. And boy, are you going to like it. The numbers are insane. Anyway, of course, you know over the weekend, Trump's tariffs went into play. And the market did not like that. And the pre-market, everything was blood red. It had gap down over the weekend. So you had to be ready for today because the market was heavy volatile to open. I was ready for them because, of course, you know I'm wearing green, so you know what that means. It's Money Mondays. And on Money Mondays, we take it to the house for the spouse. That's exactly what we did today. We didn't get 3%, but we at least got 2. Now I'm going to tell you exactly how we did it. And today, midday, market recap. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. Like I told you in the intro, the market was heavy volatile because of the Trump tariffs, so you had to be on your guns. Like I said, I should have been tighter today, but we still were able to pull out the green. We crossed over the $1,200 mark, so let's talk about how we got there. Anyway, my first trade of the day was on one of the stocks that I like to watch, which is Meta. Let's pull it up on the charts. Meta, let's pull it up. Okay. Got into this on the 5-minute time frame. Our first trade was at 9:37, and we won on this trade. As you can see here at the open, 9:30, it was riding on the moving average for a little bit. I noticed it start to squeeze at 9:35 heavy. I said to myself, if this can get past the 200-day and it closed above it, I'll jump in. That's exactly what it did. It closed above the 200. I jumped in, rolled it up, and caught up. Nice trade. That was our first trade of the day. And you know, when my first trade of the day is green, I like that because now I'm not trading from a position of handicap. Now I got a little bit of a cushion. Anyway, on to the next trade. The next trade was Meta to the downside. This one was at 9:40, and we lost on this one because Meta's a tough stock to trade, and at the same time, it can really, really move. So you have to. If you trade in Meta and you get in the Meta, if it goes against you, you have to stop out. So anyway, we got into this at 9:40. This candle closes at 9:40. Now I'm thinking because it's upper wick, now we're going to reverse. And I should have waited a little bit because it was so much energy in the morning. Like I told you before, it's hard. It is hard to knock the bulls down when they want to ride up in the morning. So anyway, we got into this 9:40. And it squeezed down a little bit, but not enough to convince me to keep holding. It squeezes up. I stopped out for a loss, but we're still green on the day because the first trade, like I said, got a little bit of a cushion, but we gave back most of the profits. All right, cool. On the next trade, I jumped into SPY. This was at 9:50, and this one we won on. Let's pull it up. 9:50 SPY. Okay, SPY was heavy. You know, SPY is one of the ones that we watch heavy. All right, cool. So 9:30, SPY wasn't really shaking like that. It was moving, but not no really big candles. 9:40, it hit some resistance at the 594.22 area, and we got into this at 9:50, and I saw 9:45. We got a red candle. This candle closed at 9:50. I know it's coming down to the moving average. I said I'm gonna ride it down to the moving average. We jumped in, it rides down to the moving average, and we closed out that trade for a nice win. And now we are more green for our third trade today. Like I said, we was green, lost a little bit. Now we back up a little bit more, and then we get into the next trade, which is on Meta. This one was at 10.10 to the upside. This one we lost on though. This one we kind of jacked ourselves up. I'm gonna tell you what happened in a minute. All right, let's pull this up. 10.10. All right. We already know about the squeezing up. Okay. All right. At 10:05, we got a heavy downward pressure candle. 10:05. I want this to go back up. I'm hoping that after it hits this moving average, the 10 EMA, we should squeeze back up. It hit the 10 EMA. I jump into this hoping for a squeeze back, and the biz was still in control. And it squeezes down heavy. I tried to hold a little bit longer on the squeeze because I think I added on this, hoping it would squeeze back up. I added in the bottom, and No, I'm sorry. I wanted to add on this, but my house the house was kind of crazy because today my kids had a delay opening, so I got distracted a little bit thinking I'm adding, and I actually sold up position, and that's how we end up taking the loss on that one. It's all right. It happens, and we'll most likely I knew we was gonna get it back somehow. I was sniping. So anyway, our next trade was on Meta to the upside, and this is the one that we won on. Here we go. I knew it was going back up. I saw it. So we got into this at 10.22. So 10.15, we got a red candle, downward pressure. 10.20, we come down to the moving average. Now think about it. On the trade before this one, I should have waited till it got to the moving average, but I got stuck on that on the 10 EMA. But this is cool though. It comes down to the 200 line, and then I jump in on this one, and we ride this one up to the upside, and this one is the one that gave us the major win. This gave us about I think $20-something, and this is how we end up almost at 2%, but not quite. And we stole out of this one. I mean, we closed this trade out for a nice win. You can see that, like I said, all of this here, all this downward pressure comes out of here, and that one candle right there. And that's how we was able to get back green again like that one. Then our last trade of the day, which was on SPY at 10.37 to the downside. And this one we also won on. Okay, let's pull this one up. All right. Okay, cool. I said 10.37. Now this one was a tough one. Like I said, because I really wanted to get at least 2% today. Like I said, we was out like 1.5 or something like that after that trade on Meta. So we got into this at 10.37. Right here. Now, I want this to the downside. I'm thinking because it's running up to the moving average, we should get a reverse. Right now it's under the 200-day. We should get a reverse, and it should reverse back down. All we get in this candle, the candle that I'm in, is a candle of indecision, which is a doji candle, so nobody's in control. It begins to squeeze up to the moving average. I'm okay sitting in this because I got a little bit of a cushion on the day. I don't want to break even on the day. I want to finish up green, but my conviction is running up to the 200-day moving average, so I'm going to keep holding. I end up holding this position for about a half an hour. Not this candle, and the second candle had a crazy lower weight. It's like somebody took a heavy position. I'm not sure what was that about. So anyway, I'm holding, and we finally get it out of this in the 11:10 candle because it squeezes down to the moving average, and that was the one that we needed, and that put us over the 2% mark for about 2 and change, and that's how we crossed over the $1,200 mark. You can see it there, and that's how we finished the day, y'all. I'm telling you, we are going to continue to grow this account. You're going to continue to grow your account. Don't forget what the naysayers are saying. Just continue. Like I said today, I'm going to tell you where we're going to end up. So anyway, that's how the trading day went. Now let's get into what we're going to end up at. Keep messing with this 3% average. All right, y'all. Let's do it. All right, y'all. So now, of course, you know, a couple of about a week ago or something like that, I decided that I'm gonna have a profit target of trying to get every day 3% or average at least 3% over the next 70 days. I started that. The account was at 1,054, the Webull account. So if you will follow along with me, let me tell you where we're going to end up at. I drew a graph out for us. If we continue on this trajectory and keeping losses tight, by May 5th, or sometime in May, after the first 70 days, we would end up with $8,345 in our account. Come on, y'all. You got to love that. From where we came from. Remember, we are mustard seed traders, and we came from, some of us came from $100. I came from like maybe $200 or $300, something like that. The fact remains where we're standing at and where we're going. So anyway, the next 70 days after that, in August, we would be at $66,000. For some of y'all, that's going to change your life. For some of y'all. But then after that one, if we continue averaging 3%, by the end of this year, in November, we will be at $523,000. Y'all, from where we came from, all you can do is, and that's if we can continue to gain 3% over the next, like I said, 70 days, and the next 70 days, the next 70 days. Now, let's say we don't average 3% and we only can average 2%. Okay, cool. Like today, we got 2% today. All right. On May 5th, we end up with $4,215. That's still pretty good from where we came from. Small account challenge. And then after that, the next 70 days after that, in August sometime, we'll end up with $16,846. That's still a wonderful, nice size return after coming back from where we came from. And then after that, the next 70 days after that, we'll end up with $67 and some change. And then the 70 days after that, which will be in the new year, which will be 2026, sometime in February, we will end up with $269,000 coming from where we came from, which is the $100. Y'all, be excited. Get excited, because getting 3% every day is very, very easy to do if you have a profitable strategy. Like I said, the other day I gained 4.5%. Today I gained 2%. Other day I gained 1%. As long as we can average between 2 and 3%, folks, that's where we headed. So get excited. Your life's about to change. I know I'm excited. Let's keep the losses tight. Trade the same strategy. If it's bringing you profits, do not change your strategy. Keep going, because you know where we're going. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyway, we'll be back at this tomorrow for day number 77. Peace.